Good morning, folks. The time is 8:59 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 30th of April, 2021. And of course, that's the 1st of May for my friends on the other side of the planet there. My friends in Australia, my friends in Melbourne. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing fantastic, even if you're not in Melbourne. Anywhere around the world, I hope you're doing great today, my friends. My name is Lee. I'm the guy that started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. That group's so funny, we started it twice, my friends. And you know what? You're you. I know you're you, and I know you're freaking awesome. How do I know you're awesome? Well, these groups wouldn't be awesome without you. They'd just be two lonely groups with me and a few of my friends in them. And it's way more than that, my friends. We are over 677,000 members between our two groups. That's incredible. That's crazy. And you know what? That's more people than the population of many cities on the planet. So let's call us what we are. We're the funniest city on the internet. Population, you and I, friends. Funny people. We're in a funny place, and we make people laugh. Boy, do we ever make people laugh, friends. And cheers to us, because that's what it's all about. So what are you up to, my friends? I heard yesterday from Gail Countaway. That's right, Gail's one of the co-admins of the group here. And Gail, yesterday, she was making a dinner of fish and chips, and she was cooking, she was baking a cake. She doesn't eat sugar, so she was going to be sharing that with friends and family and neighbors. And then today was chilli. That's going to be good. It's going to be great. My friend Dave Knapp gave her a hard time. Said, "No chilli today, hot tamale." I don't know what the heck that means. But Gail, that sounds fantastic. Let us know how good it is. I know it's going to be great. What are you doing, my friends? I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I had to get up really early, and I had to move my car because they are cleaning out our parking lot this morning, and that's get rid of all the gravel left and all the dirt left over from the melt from over winter. And so we had to move our cars. I had to get up around 6-ish, move my car down the street a bit so they can come in and sweep out all the stalls and everything. That's what I had to do this morning. And then once I'm done this, I was going to do this yesterday and it never happened. Once I'm done this, I am going to bring my car into a auto glass place and see if I can get a quote and maybe even get it done today, get my windshield replaced. Had a little chip, just a little chip, you know those chips you get in your windshield, but when it got really cold this year, it was like around minus 27 degrees Celsius at the time, putting my heater on, and that, I think it's due to the lamination between the two different panes of glass, but I don't know. It caused it to split right across the bottom of my windshield, right across the bottom. It's not through my view or anything like that, but I could get a ticket for that eventually. And it looks horrible. I got a nice looking vehicle, and I think that looks horrible anyway. So I'm going to look at getting that replaced today. And then other than that, I got to do a little bit of shopping because I got to go grab some fresh hamburger buns. I should make some, but I don't feel like making some today. So I'm going to get some fresh hamburger buns because we're having hamburgers for dinner this evening, and that's going to be great. Those are my plans. What are your plans, my friends? I want to hear about it. You know, I heard from Melissa Carnahan. You remember that name, Melissa Carnahan. Unfortunately, she's not a member of the group or Facebook at the moment, but she still watches our videos on YouTube. And she had just got back from hanging out with Parker yesterday. That's her grandson, who she takes care of, and she calls him her boss. And there's also a great pooch over there, too. So that's what she was doing yesterday, and she got a hold of us. Thank you very much, Melissa. I really appreciate the fact that you're still watching. We just hope you come back. Folks, I want to hear about your days. Come on, drop a note, drop a comment on this video, a note, or whatever you want to call it. But comment on the video, let me know what you're doing, and if I can, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, my friends. So I got a couple of great posts for you folks. I found these posts while, looking for stuff to share this morning. And they're both from folks who you've probably heard of, because I've said their names many times. I've shared their posts many times. I've shared photos from these folks. We've got a great post from Michelle Finnerty, and we've got a great post from Rose Glad. Like I said, if you've been in this group for more than 5 minutes, you've heard those names. And if you watch these videos, you've heard those names. I'm not playing favorites. I'm playing funny. And these are two posts that made me laugh this morning, friends. That's why I'm featuring them. And if your posts make me laugh, maybe I'll feature yours tomorrow. But let's start off with Michelle's, because we're going to start off alphabetically. Michelle comes before Rose in the alphabet. So bringing it up right now. Oh, it was all I could do to not put in a Family Guy clip. If you watch Family Guy at all, you'll know, you'll probably remember when he got the record, got this 45. So this makes me laugh very hard. This made me laugh really hard when I first saw it, and I actually love it. Thank you so very much, Michelle. All right, and now the next one is from Rose Glad, and this made me laugh too. And I've seen this before, but it's still funny. Mind you, I don't have panic attacks, so maybe it's not so funny for some of you. But I hope you found it funny, because it's meant to make you laugh, and it made me laugh. So, folks, hopefully you're laughing. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Michelle. These are great posts, and you're always sharing great stuff, folks. So I really appreciate it. Just drop that down. And thank you to everybody for everything you share, folks. That's why these groups are amazing. That's why we've got as many people as we've got here. And that's why people decide that it's a great place to be, because your stuff is funny, because you're funny. All right, so where are we here? Let's take a look. What did I do today? I told you what time it was. We were starting just before 9 a.m. And then I told you the date on my side of the planet, and on the other side of the planet there, you know, like with those folks in Melbourne. Hey, Jody Roberts. And then I told you about my day yesterday. I told you about my day today. Auto glass thing probably going to happen today. Then I told you about Gail Countaway's day, what she was doing yesterday. She had made a fish and chip dinner, made some dessert. Today is a chili dinner, both probably amazing. I don't eat fish, but that's just my thing. But that doesn't mean that I don't understand that fish is a delicious, nutritious meal for many people out there. And then I showcased two great posts, one from Rose Glad, one from Michelle Finnerty, not in that order, in the opposite order. And that got us here, and from here, you know where we go from here. Where do we go? We go to the bad jokes. I got a pet tree. It's a bit like having a pet dog, but its bark is not nearly as loud. Why don't ants get sick? Because they got little antibodies. How did the phone propose to its girlfriend? He gave her a ring. Which month of the year has 28 days? Well, actually, all of them. Why was a broom late for work? It overswept. What does a pig use in the shower to get itself clean? Hogwash. Why couldn't the sesame seed stop talking? Because he was on a roll. I just finished writing a book on penguins. Next time I think I'll use paper. Why can't a leopard hide? Because he's always spotted. My wife asked me where I get all my candy from. I had to let her know. I've always got a few Twix up my sleeve. Like I say every day, I am so glad you folks like those bad jokes, and I am aware they're not all bad jokes. And guess what? I got a new contributor today for some of the jokes. I got one joke, my very first joke there, I got from @5Minute Tourism on YouTube. That's right, @5Minute Tourism. That's the I got a pet tree, that joke. Thank you so very much, and I subscribe to your YouTube. And I subscribe to your YouTube channel there at 5Minute Tourism. He's in Australia. I'm planning on going to Australia sometime reasonably soon. Maybe I'll be talking to you. And then, of course, a bunch of jokes from Dave Knapp. But I did have one joke that was sent in by Dave Knapp and my friend Corey at about the same time. And that was the why don't ants get sick? The little antibodies joke. That's right. But the rest of the jokes, all the way up to the second last joke, all the rest of the jokes all the way to the end were all Dave Knapp's jokes. So the first joke I got from @5Minute Tourism on YouTube. The second joke is it's a tie between Corey Buckner and Dave Knapp. And then the next 8 jokes were all from Dave Knapp. That's a great showing today, David. Thank you, Corey. And thank you @5Minute Tourism on YouTube. Thank you so very much. I don't know if you're on Facebook here, but I really appreciate it. And I want to tell you your jokes, friends. I want to tell your jokes really bad, but you got to get them to me. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and if I can, I'm going to use your jokes, and I'm going to give you credit for your jokes, just like I gave credit just now to @5Minute Tourism, and to my buddy Corey Buckner, and to my good friend Dave Knapp. Just as like I gave credit to those folks, I'm going to give credit to you if I use your jokes. But you know, it'd be even more neat, just swell, just neato, my friends, it's just great. How about you tell me a joke? How about you tell the world a joke? That's right, you pick up your phone, you turn on the camera, you make sure it's on video, you make sure the front-facing camera's on so you can see your beautiful face. You're looking at yourself, and then you hit record, and then you talk into that camera, you tell that joke the best you can. And then when you're done with that, you find that video, you hit share, and you send that by email to that same place, jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Send your jokes, send your videos of you telling jokes to that spot. If I get 10 videos or more from 10 folks telling jokes, I'm going to make one of these joke segments just you folks telling jokes, and I think that would be amazing. If I only get a couple, well, I'm going to pepper these joke segments with your jokes too. So let's do it, folks. I think that'd be really cool. All right, folks, really quick. We have a great store where we've got these fantastic coffee cups. We've got hoodies. We got shirts. Heck, we got shirts. Look at this. We got shirts. This is my 3/4 sleeve rock shirt, like I call it. Why do I call it that? Because it reminds me of concert shirts that I used to get when I go to concerts. I still get them. I still go to concerts. That's what this reminds me of. We got shirts. We got hoodies. We got a regular t-shirt. I'm going to bring that up right now. You can see all three of them right there, my friends. They look great. They're great quality, and they're going to look good on you because you're already a gorgeous looking person. Gorgeous looking person, great design, wow, unstoppable. Told you I got a coffee cup. I also got a 25-ounce to-go cup. Really good quality cup. Keep your hot beverages hot, your cold beverages cold, and look good and represent the group at the same time. What else do I have? Oh my gosh, my friends, you're not going to believe this. I got a tote bag. I'm sorry, I sound like an idiot. I got this great tote bag. That's Rose Glad there with her tote bag saying not only is it good for groceries, it's good for books. And as you can see right there, it's great for hauling around your rubber chickens. Thank you, Rose. That rocks, and you rock, Rose. Folks, check out our store. We got a lot of cool stuff there, and I'm sure there's going to be something there for you. And if you buy one of our shirts or our hoodie or one of those coffee cups, or we have a phone case, we've got stickers. So visit the store at wellithoughitwas.com. That's store@wellithoughitwas.com. Thanks for listening to that spiel, my friends. Spiel. Thanks for listening to that spiel, my friends. I appreciate it. If you never go to the store, never buy anything, I'm still happy that you're a member of the group, my friends. I absolutely am. But if you do, it really helps us out. And honestly, people notice this design and people will ask you. I got 4 people to join the group just the other day when Wendy and I went to go see Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back in concert with the Calgary Philharmonic when I was just waiting around for Wendy. All right, folks, let's wrap up this video. Why? Because I got to go bring my car in to get a new windshield. I got to do that today. And you know what? I just want to repeat a couple of things because number one, I repeat everything. I really do. But number two, that some things are worth repeating. And one of those things are the fact that you're awesome. You're amazing, and you've made these groups amazing. That's right. Funniest city on the internet, and we're funny because of you. We really are. You make people laugh all day long with your jokes, with your posts. It's just amazing what you do. And that means you're amazing. So thank you so very much for being so cool, so amazing, my friends. And, I'm going to be here again tomorrow, my friends. Hopefully you're going to be here again, too. Maybe we'll have a couple of new people. But even if we don't have a single new person, we're still the best group on the internet. We're the funniest group on the internet, my friends. See you again tomorrow. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.